Today I'm going to share with you how to make chicken breast on the stove and then finish it in the oven because everyone needs a classic juicy chicken recipe in their back pocket. And today you'll learn how to make chicken breast as simple as possible. So I'm going to get right into it and show you how to go from raw chicken breast to cooked chicken that you could even top at the end with something like mushrooms. I'll leave a link for you for sauteed mushrooms below this video. And you could even top it with cheese. I'll tell you how. So let's get right into it. The first thing you're going to do is add the olive oil to the pan. And this is gonna be a non-stick pan, and you're gonna set the heat to medium-high. You add the chicken to the pan once the oil is getting shiny and hot. So carefully add the chicken breast to the pan and make sure that they're spread out enough that there's room in between the pieces of chicken. You don't want them to be touching, so use a large enough pan. So here I'm doing 3 chicken breasts, and the pan is a large size. It's maybe a foot wide. So the chicken starts cooking in the pan for about 3 minutes, and this one side that's cooking the chicken is going to get browned. Now, I didn't get a chance to season the chicken before throwing it in. You could season it before, but I seasoned it right in the pan for this particular recipe. So on goes the salt, regular pepper, and then I realized that I had delicious smoked pepper from this company that I worked with when I was promoting the Sous Vide Home Chef's cookbook that I'll leave a link for below. So this hickory smoked black pepper is so delicious. They were awesome to let me try it. So on goes that smoked salt, which is going to taste really delicious because also this chicken is going to have a squeeze of lime just to give it some extra flavor. I had those recipes those ingredients in the fridge, so I thought, hey, why not add them on to this dinner? But you could also use a squeeze of lime or anything like that. Oh, and I forgot, a couple other spices went on. Some paprika went on, and then the fresh lime juice. And fresh lime juice is always better than using store-bought lime juice because it doesn't have all those preservatives in it. I really just haven't found any comparable lime juice that you can buy from the grocery store. So once this one side is done cooking, after about 3 minutes, it should be browned, but leave it on longer if it hasn't browned yet. So after the one side has started cooking, browning, it doesn't have to be cooked all the way through or anything. You're just searing the outside of the chicken. So then it's time to flip the chicken over so the bottom can cook. And there should still be a little bit of oil left in the bottom of the pan, as you can see. But if the chicken is sticking to the bottom of the pan quite a lot, you could add 1 tablespoon of water. Now, if you're using a non-stick pan like I am here, that shouldn't be much of an issue. And like I said, there still should be some oil left in the pan. I forgot to season this side, so, it's never too late if you're a busy person like I am. I had about 20 minutes to make this dinner, so I needed to, with a baby, you need to be stuck on a schedule, sticking to a schedule. And so, anyways, it's time to flip that chicken again, but what I did, because my pan was starting to get really hot and dry, the oil had dried up, is I added 1 tablespoon of water. So on the final flip of the chicken, add 1 tablespoon of water because your pan will probably be very dry at that part. So a few minutes go by and the evaporation of the water has happened, and when that water evaporates, it's time to put a digital thermometer, if you have one on a string like that, into the chicken and then put the chicken into the oven. And you could use any sort of thermometer system you have. I just love this one that has the cord that goes outside the oven. So you cook the chicken until it's done. If you're using this sort of thermometer, it's going to beep when the chicken is done cooking, when it reaches the internal temperature of 165, which is the temperature you need to cook the chicken to. And then carefully have to take out that digital thermometer cord. I'll leave a link for the digital thermometer in this post for you so you can check it out, but it's definitely a staple kitchen tool in my house. So this chicken is looking absolutely beautiful. You have to just be really careful when taking it out of the oven because the handle is going to be hot. So around our house, we always leave a pot holder on the handle. And now this is a bonus, it's completely optional, but you can add some cheese to the chicken and stick it back in the oven for 1 minute or until the cheese melts. So this is a Mexican blend cheese because I was going with the flavors with the fresh lime and I threw something spicy in there. I forget it now. But anyway, so all of that cheese just melts in the pan on the chicken, and then the chicken's ready to use. So for this particular day, we diced up the chicken and added it to Hawaiian rolls and added barbecue sauce and buffalo sauce. We set them up as little baby sliders. So there's so much you can do with chicken like this. You could just serve it with a salad. You could serve it on the side of something like Italian stuffed peppers, and I'll leave a link for that in this post as well. But there are so many delicious ways to enjoy chicken if you change up the seasonings or if you use different cheeses or finish with different herbs at the end. So don't hesitate to be creative when it comes to cooking chicken breast this way. But this is a super, super easy demonstration of cooking chicken breast fast, cooking an easy chicken dinner recipe for a weeknight. Don't forget to subscribe to the Sit Bite Go channel on YouTube for more recipes. If you love this video on how to make chicken breast on the stove, you should try this other recipe I have for how to make pizza with frozen crust. I think it's really important to be able to pull off a delicious dinner any night of the week. Sometimes you just need it after a long, busy day. So having some frozen pizza crust in the freezer makes it possible to make an easy pizza any night of the week. It's another super easy recipe you can find at sitbitego.com or on the Sit Bite Go YouTube channel. Well, until next time, I hope that you have a wonderful and delicious day. Cheers!